In my previous video, we went into a very detailed comparison between clipping mask and layer mask. But in this video, we're talking about the top 5 creative abilities of clipping masks that you might miss. Hi, welcome back to my channel. Before we start, I hope you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Pixelmator Pro tutorials every week. So let's jump into the first example.
Let's start with the most classic example, putting a photo inside text. First, I'm going to create some large text. For this example, I'm using the word season. And I'm choosing a quite large font because we want the photo to be easy to see. Next, I'll add a nice landscape photo and place it above the text layer. Now, I'll create a clipping mask by right-clicking on the photo and choosing Create Clipping Mask. And there we go. The photo is now only visible inside the letters. What's nice about this is that we can still move the photo around and choose exactly which part of the image we want to show. For example, let's click on the photo layer, press V to use the Arrange tool, and we can move the photo slightly to the left or move it down or even scale it however we want. This is probably the simplest way to use a clipping mask. Now let's do something a little more practical. We can use clipping mask to put a pattern or design onto clothing. Here we have a photo of a white crop top. We're going to use the quick selection tool. Shortcut is Q to pick the crop top where we want to add the pattern. Then press Command J to cut the crop top out of the image on its own layer. Now let's add a floral pattern and place it above the crop top layer. Another way to quickly create a clipping mask is to hold Option, put your cursor between the two layers until it pops out the square and the down arrow. Then click on the layer below. And just like that, the floral pattern is only visible inside the crop top. I can resize the pattern and find the position that looks best. And we can also make it look a little more realistic by using the different blending mode. Let's duplicate the shirt layer with Command J, bring it on top of everything, and choose Multiply as the blending mode. Now you can see the sewing details, and it also shows how the crop top and the pattern hugs around her body. This is a really useful technique if you're working on fashion designs, product design, or even just experimenting with different patterns.
And yes, you don't have to have the subscription version to use this trick.
For the third example, let's say you want to change the artwork in your living room, but you have a couple options that you can't decide. Let's create a shape over the area where I want my artwork to go. And I like this frame, so I keep the shape inside the frame. Then bring in the artwork and place it above the shape. Now, we create the clipping mask, hold Option and click on the layer below. The artwork is now contained inside the shape. And you can always add more options to the clipping mask. For example, just drag a new picture in between the photo and the shape. It will automatically become the next clipping mask, but you cannot see it yet because it's laying under the old layer. That's why you turn off the first layer to reveal it. Just like that, you can add multiple options to test it out. They will just pile up as much as you want. Very useful, right? Okay, now let's make something a little more creative. For this example, I'm going to create a double exposure portrait. I will use the Select Subject tool by pressing Ctrl S. Then use Command J to cut them out onto its own layer. Now I will add a landscape photo. I'll place the landscape above the silhouette and create a clipping mask. From here, we can move the landscape around until we find an interesting composition. I might also add a simple background and adjust the blending mode to make the two images work better together. And you can get really creative with this. Instead of landscape, you could try city, flowers, clouds, ocean, or even texture. So this is a great example for how clipping mask can be used for creative photo compositing, rather than just putting an image inside a basic shape. And finally, let's use what we've learned to create a complete poster design. For this example, I'm going to make a simple fairy tale theme poster. I'll start with my background and add some large typography. Then I'll group them together and bring a forest photo to use the text group as my clipping mask. So now the forest photo is inside the words. Next, I can add the couple silhouette that I created before. I can also add some frames, add the golden materials that I showed you in the previous video, and add an old paper texture to the background to make the design feel more classic. I also used a clipping mask to create a texture for this rose logo in the corner right here. Remember to always group each element so you can adjust them very easily, as well as manage the layers better. The clipping mask gives you practical visual options for your project. And here's the final result.
So those are the 5 creative things that you can do with clipping mask in Pixelmator Pro. I hope this video gives you some ideas to try this on your own project. If you enjoyed these tutorials, please give the video a like and subscribe to my channel for more Pixelmator Pro tutorials every week. I'm Sammy and I'll see you in the next one.